Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are ya? I hope you're doing great. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today is the 6th of April 2025, Sunday morning, beautiful morning here in North Las Vegas. It's currently 64 degrees and sunny. Yeah, it's going to start warming up from here on out, folks. So you missed your chance to come and see us when it wasn't hot as the sun. Anyway, hey, thanks for stopping by. We're here to look at what movies I picked up over the last little bit. Now, I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to catch up. In fact, most of these movies were from February or March, and yeah, they got lost in the shuffle. First one up is a movie I saw many years ago, probably when it came out, 1978. And I think I've seen it one time since, so I don't remember a lot of it, but can't wait to revisit it on 4K. That is Thirst. Now, this is the Indicator release. Indicator release number 432. This was a limited edition. As you can see, it's number 4,563 of 6,000 issued. Indicator does a great job, I think. It's very, very hefty, very solid release, and it includes, of course, the movie and I think an 80-page book explaining what it's all about, or showing all the goodies. It's about the descendant of Elizabeth Bathory, who was abducted by a cult of blood-drinking, self-proclaimed supermen who want her to join them. This was released. It was released in March on the 18th. It's R-rated, 96 minutes, from 1979. 1979. Like I said, it's Australian horror. It's a mix of vampire and sci-fi. And yeah, can't wait to revisit this one. Check out the little booklet and stuff in there. I'm not going to open it on camera. Just take way too long. But I believe, from what I remember, this is a kind of an underrated film. And I recommend it if you've not seen it. When it came out, let me show you. I have this book called Ad Nauseum that basically shows all of the advertising for the films back in the 70s and the 80s when they came out. I thought it was kind of interesting or funny to show that. Let's see, Thirst here. It says it's red, wet, and sticky. That's the marquee. And as far as I can remember, it's kind of right. So anyway, if you've seen Thirst, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of it. If you haven't seen it, and you're a horror fan, a vampire fan, like that kind of sci-fi mixture, check it out. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Can't wait to re-see it. Rewatch it. Next up, another 4K. This is a Scream Factory release of Night of the Creeps. Night of the Creeps is not rated, 90 minutes long, from 1986, sci-fi horror. I don't know. I think this is a classic. It's scary. It's gory. It's got zombies. Thrill me when an alien experiment goes awry. It crashes to Earth and infects a young college student. 27 years later, his cryogenically frozen body is thawed out by fraternity pledges, and the campus is quickly overrun by extraterrestrial creatures whose victims turn into zombies. Fred Decker's thoroughly enjoyable throwback chiller deftly blends multiple genres and is rightfully hailed as a true cult classic. Yeah, Night of the Creeps. Uh, it's a B movie. Good stuff. Just good stuff all around. Nice little slipcover. There's the back. Night of the Creeps in 4K. Can't wait to watch it. To rewatch it. B movie goodness right there. And that came out March 15th. From the creators of Scream and Megan comes Sick. That's Sick. This also is a Scream release. Scream, Shout, Universal. I think this first aired on Peacock. And it was released on February the 4th. Yeah, February the 4th. R-rated, 83 minutes, 2023. Slasher, horror. A lot of people say that, well, this was from the creators of Scream. A lot of people say it's a knockoff of Scream. I have not seen it yet. As the COVID-19 pandemic quickly brings the world to a halt, Parker Mason and her best friend, Miri Woodlow, decide to quarantine at the family lake house alone, or so they think. Upon their arrival, Parker begins to receive strange messages, prompting both women to realize just how isolated and secluded the spot is. Directed by John Hayams. Yeah, it's got lots of special features. There's the front. There's the back. Like I said, I've not seen it, so let me know in the comment section if you have seen it and what you thought of it. I'd appreciate knowing. Alright. Get rid of that notification. Next up, 4K edition of John Carpenter's More Vampires. 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 This was released on February 11th. It's R-rated, 108 minutes from 1998. Of course, it's horror action with James Woods, who I really liked in The Onion Field, and what else was he in? Contact. He was also in Contact. We're going to talk a little bit more about Contact later. Vampires. Pretty good. I'm a fan. It's a great little popcorn movie. Sit back, watch and eat your popcorn, turn your brain off, enjoy some vampire stuff. Forget everything you've ever heard about vampires, warns Jack Crow. That's James Woods, the leader of Team Crow, a relentless group of mercenary vampire slayers. When Master Vampire Valak, played by Thomas Ian Griffith, decimates Jack's entire team, Crow and the Soul Team Survivor Montoya set out in a pursuit, breaking all the rules. Crow and Montoya take one of Valak's victims hostage, a beautiful but unlucky prostitute. She is the sole psychic link to Valak, and they use her to track down the leader of the undead. As Valak nears the climax of his 600-year search for the Berzier's Cross, Jack and the new Team Crow do everything possible to prevent him from possessing the only thing that can grant him and all the vampires the omnipotent power to walk the world in daylight. Vampires. Like I said, good popcorn movie. This is also a Scream release. There's the back. The confrontation of the ages is about to begin. Pretty good movie. Pretty good. I enjoyed it. And if you haven't seen it, certainly recommend it. Get your popcorn, sit back, turn your brain off, enjoy. Enjoy. Next up, now this came out back in August, I believe. and I remember it taking quite a long time to get here. Um, but I wanted it in steelbook fashion, so I got it. Sinister. Sinister in steelbook. This is Blu-ray and digital. So this is R-rated, 110 minutes from 2012, a supernatural horror. Stars Ethan Hawke. I really liked Ethan in Dead Poets Society. Who remembers that? Sinister. 10 years ago, true crime writer Ellison Oswald made his reputation with a best-selling account of a notorious murder. Now desperate to replicate the success of his first book, he moves his family into a home where the previous occupants were brutally executed and a child disappeared. Hoping to find inspiration in the crime scene, in the home, Ellison discovers a cache of terrifying home movies, unwittingly opening the door into a nightmarish mystery. There's Ethan on the back. Sinister. Like I said, from 2012. I just wanted the steelbook for my collection. Let me know if you've seen Sinister and what you thought of it. I thought it was all right. You know, about 70% of the people that watch this movie like it. So there you go. Yeah, Sinister. Pretty good. Ethan Hawke, great acting. Great acting. Next up is the Arrow release. It's an Arrow release of Alice, Sweet Alice. This is also the 4K. This was released February the 11th. February the 11th. R-rated, 107 minutes from 1976. It's one of my favorite kind, psychological horror slasher, and one of the stars is Brooke Shields. Spoiler alert! Don't listen to this next thing. She dies. She dies. She plays a young woman in a young Brooke Shields meets an untimely end in this religious-themed proto-slasher par excellence from director Alfred Soule. On the day of her first communion, young Karen, played by Brooke Shields, is savagely murdered by an unknown assailant in a yellow rain mac and creepy, translucent mask. What's a rain mac? But the nightmare is far from over. As the knife-wielding maniac strikes again and again, Karen's bereaved parents are forced to confront the possibility that Karen's wayward sister, Alice, might be the one behind the mask. Bearing influences from the likes of Hitchcock, the then booming Italian giallo film, and more specifically, Nicholas Roeg's Don't Look Now, Alice, Sweet Alice is an absolutely essential, if often overlooked, entry into the canon of 1970s American horror. Alice, Sweet Alice. Good movie. This was first released called Communion in England. Then when they brought it to the United States, they retitled it Alice, Sweet Alice. Lots of course, with all Arrow releases, huge amount of special features. I'm not going to read them to you, but if you want to pause and read, you may. There you go. Let me know if you've seen Alice, Sweet Alice, and if you have, what you thought of it. Next up, another steelbook. This is the 4K Blu-ray digital of one of my favorite Jodie Foster, Forrest Whitaker movies, Dwight Yoakam, Panic Room. Panic Room. This was released on February 18th. Like I said, steelbook, R-rated, 112 minutes from 2002. It's a crime thriller. Of course, we know Jodie Foster from Contact, the movie, which was, one of my favorites. I enjoyed this. The suspense in this movie is unsettling, crazy, crazy suspenseful movie. If you've not seen it, go watch it for sure. Um, Very high tension. High tension. There's the back. Meg Altman, played by Jodie Foster, and her daughter, Sarah, played by Kristen Stewart, plays a deadly game of cat and mouse with three intruders. Burnham, played by Forrest Whitaker, Raoul, played by Dwight Yoakam, and Junior, played by Jared Leto, during a brutal home invasion. But the panic room into which they escape is the very place that holds what the intruders are desperately seeking. Great movie. Great movie. Suspenseful. Keep you on the edge of your seat. And the last thing I picked up was just released on April the 1st. It is the 4K Blu-ray digital code of A Complete Unknown. Bob Dylan. The early story of Bob Dylan before he went electric. Yeah, so A Complete Unknown. Let's see. It is R-rated, 141 minutes from 2024. Of course, it's a biological musical drama, biographical. In 1961, I was, let's see, 9 years old. So I grew up listening, I really grew up listening to a lot of Bob Dylan's music. Against the backdrop of a vibrant music scene and tumultuous cultural upheaval, an unknown 19-year-old named Bob Dylan from Minnesota arrives in Greenwich Village with his guitar and a revolutionary talent, destined to change the course of American music. As he forms his most intimate relationships, his rise to fame. His most intimate relationships during his rise to fame. He grows restless with the folk movement and, refusing to be defined, makes a controversial choice that culturally reverberates worldwide. He goes electric. Complete Unknown. Of course, this is played by Dylan is played by Timothy Chalamet, who's also the main guy in Dune. Apparently, he does a great job. I've not seen this yet. Of course, like I said, the movie's set in New York City in the 1960s. Chalamet played the guitar and the harmonica. 40 songs he did himself. And I guess, apparently he did pretty good. So I can't wait to check this out. If you've seen A Complete Unknown, let me know what you thought of it in the comments section below. There's the picture of the back. There are some special bonus features. There they go. So there you go, guys. That's almost everything. I'm almost caught up, getting close. If you've made it this far and you're interested in digital codes, first one, first served. Evil Dead Rise, digital code. Enjoy. Let me know in the comment section who gets that, would you? Let me know. No one ever tells me who gets that, so I'd appreciate it if you did. So anyway, that's it from North Las Vegas. Also, before I let you go, check out my eBay store. I'm selling a bunch of stuff that I'm probably never going to watch or whatever. Excuse me. The link's in the description. I'd appreciate it if you'd. A lot of people have bought. I appreciate you buying. So if you're interested in some inexpensive, new and some used movies, check out my eBay link. I would really appreciate it. So anyway, that's it from North Las Vegas. You guys keep smiling, keep having fun, keep that positive attitude about you, And until the next time, peace.